All right, what's good, everybody? Welcome back to the Royally Unapologetic Podcast, where we are talking about building brands that make people pleasers clutch their pearls and dream clients say, oh, hell yes, take my money. Let's get into it. Okay, this one is going to be a little bit different than usual. Normally, I have some notes and a little bit of scripting that goes on in my podcast because I'm a crazy brained person and I need guidance. But I am basically just going to riff today because I had a realization that I really want to share with you guys. So I was in my coaching container and I was giving a bonus drop to my Soulmate X Energy ladies. And it was all about displaying gratitude towards money and the things that you spend your money on. And maybe I'll make a podcast episode on that on a different day. So as I was dropping this voice note to them, because I'm a voice note girly, I love a good voice note. I'm a yapper, hence why I love to podcast so much. But as I was dropping this voice note to them, what I realized was I was using the example of, okay, like I spent $140 or maybe it was like 200 and something dollars on my window AC unit. And as I was talking about this, I was talking about like, okay, why do I need to be so grateful for this? And I was getting into it and I was like, okay, because I spent money on this thing, look what I get in return. I get good sleep. I get white noise. I have a better sleep quality, which then impacts my business. I'm able to be a better creator. I'm able to be a better website designer and brand coach for my people. I'm a better problem solver. Overall, I'm just a better business owner because I have good sleep. It also impacts my relationship because by getting better sleep, I'm a nicer person. I'm not as quick to anger. I'm not super moody. I'm able to respond better in my relationship and be a kinder person because I have better sleep. And as I was giving this kind of reflection and perspective on this is what I got in return for spending this money on this freaking AC unit, it occurred to me that this is sometimes the reality of the common like manifestation term or the common manifestation like affirmation or whatever. Every dollar I spend comes back to me times 10. This may not be news to other people, but to me, this was like mind blowing. It was like a little epiphany that I had because every time that I heard this in the past, I was like, oh, okay, every dollar I spend comes back to me times 10. That means if I spend $1, I'm going to get $10 at some point. And to a degree, that's true. However, thinking about it in this way completely shifted my perspective on this form of manifestation or this affirmation in particular, because times 10, there are other areas in my life that me spending money gets to impact. Like, yes, I spent $140 or like 200 something dollars on this freaking AC unit, but it's impacting my life so positively in other areas that are not at all related to money, not at all related to the air being cold. Another example of this is the tripod that you're sitting on right now. If you're watching on YouTube or you're seeing this on Instagram, TikTok, whatever, you're sitting on a tripod right now. And I think I spent like maybe $20 or $30 on this tripod. And this is more of a monetary response. The typical standard response to every dollar I spend comes back to me times 10. Because I bought this freaking tripod, I'm now able to create such better content on Instagram, TikTok. It's also allowing me to bring this podcast to YouTube in the future. We're not quite there yet for right now. Hopefully coming in Q4. And my content on social media, my content on this podcast, it is allowing me to sign more clients because this is the majority of my marketing is through social media, through video, through audio. And I'm able to amplify that tenfold because of this freaking tripod that I spent $30 on. And looking at this from an additional perspective of beyond the money, not only has this freaking tripod allowed me to make more money because my content is so much better and I'm able to use it to help me expand to multiple platforms and increase my marketing output without increasing so much effort. I've also used this same content to increase my community, to increase my relationships, to build relationships with people online that have now transitioned into beautiful friendships because since I'm able to more easily create content because I have this freaking tripod, I have found business besties because they feel like they can actually know me by seeing my personality come out in this style of content, which is all allowed by this freaking tripod. Like, yeah, I could probably like sit down and put my phone up on something, but I did that for a while before and it actually prevented me from creating more content because it was so annoying to try to set up something to set my phone on. Now I just pop up the tripod and I'm able to create on the fly. I'm able to build relationships and I'm able to land more clients because of this content, all because of a freaking tripod. And this is more of the like personal development and monetary value of the every dollar I spend, it comes back to me times 10. It's not strictly monetary. It can be relationship wise. It can impact so many other areas of your life, not just in income. All right, this is a short one. That is all for today's episode, but I just had this download about this morning and this little epiphany while I was talking to my coaching ladies, and I just had to share it on the podcast because I think that this is so crucial for people to understand, especially when you are a manifesting person or you're trying to build a better relationship with money and you're seeing like, oh, I spent this money, it hasn't come back to me in income. Start to look at it in other areas of your life, because chances are it's impacted you somehow, some way, times 10, just somewhere else in your life. And that is okay. But anyway, that is all for today's episode. If you enjoyed this episode, please rate and review the show, share it on stories, tag me on Instagram, and let me know like where I am in your day when you're listening. I love to hear from you guys. If you have feedback about this, please leave a comment or shoot me a DM on Instagram. I love, love, love hearing you guys' responses to these episodes. I love it so much. It just fuels me. And if you have any questions or special requests on what you want to hear on another episode, shoot me a DM on Instagram. I literally love hearing from you and I want to serve you. This is a resource for you guys to be able to get access to my brain for free. Free 99. This shit is gold, you guys. Anyways, as always, thank you so much for listening, and I will see you guys in the next one.